Whenever y'all are ready.
Okay, I'm ready, I think. Okay. Welcome to week 14. This week we're going to be talking about the power of new media. And this week it's Faith, Stephanie, Caitlin, and me, Sydney. So this week we're going to talk about the episode of Black Mirror that we all watched called The Waldo Moment and how that relates to what we're talking about in class. And then we're going to talk about distributed citizenship, and just like what it is, first of all, and then how it's distributed, and then distributed citizenship in terms of networks, in terms of responsibility, and also in spatial terms. And lastly, we're going to be talking about intercreativity, and then we're just going to talk about what that is and some examples of it and how it fits into what we're talking about as well.
Okay, so this week we had the episode of Black Mirror called The Waldo Moment. This episode basically follows politics and the influence that an animated bear has over a political race. I found a YouTube video that I feel like can explain it a little better. So Caitlin, if you would like to play that video for us.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about disturbed citizenship. Disturbed citizenship describes taking up a creative political relation with one's contemporaries within social media networks. One example is when Facebook uses like your information to control like how you feel like based on like the ads you see. Like if you play them more, if you share them more, they know like we need to show them more ads like this because it they have an emotional attachment to it or it makes them emotional, and it can be transferred in other ways emotionally to other people as well. And then the key terms of disturbed citizenship are creativity, sharing, and visibility. It is a self-reflective citizenship, which is more concerned with winning and securing its rights than with exercising them. And then how is citizenship disturbed? Citizenship is disturbed in 3 ways: in terms of networks, in terms of responsibility, and then in terms of spatiality. I can't say that word. So in terms of networks, the internet was first conceived as a distributed network. Distributed citizens describe an environment in which the infrastructure of participation, rights, and responsibilities are disturbed widely across the network. And then in terms of responsibility, disturbed citizens involve each of us repressing our responsibilities towards other networks. The responsibility for developing an ethic of disturbed citizenship has to start with the users of those networks. And then some examples of networks would be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and a bunch of other different social media websites. In spatial terms, distributed citizenship is not bound to a particular state and far less to the city from which the word citizen derived. As networks expand, questions of ethics and distributed citizenship will become more pressing.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't prepared for this slide to come up this soon. Okay, so inner creativity is the process of making things or solving problems together. Examples of inner creativity are Bitcoin, which is an inner creative strategy. Hashtag Occupy is what's known as an inner creative text, and I guess that's just like with any hashtag. From what the book said, that's what it made it sound like. Coney 2012, which is an inner creative tactic, and Diaspora, which is an inner creative network. Next slide.
So this week we talked about the episode of Black Mirror and that video on it, and then distributed citizenship and what it is and the different types of distributions that are a part of it, and also intercreativity and some examples of how that's used.